Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be part 1 of my makeup series. I don't know if this is going to be part 1 of 5 or 4. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to break it down, but this is the first part. It's going to be all about base products. I have everything that's base product here in this box. I don't store it like this. I just took it out of how I usually store it and then brought it here because I have to come to another room. Anyway, like I said, it's going to be base products for this video, meaning primer, foundation, powder, concealer, setting spray. I think that's all I'm going to do for this one. And the intro is off camera in the sake of saving time and because I don't want this intro to be too long. So let me just rearrange everything and let's get started. So starting with face primers, the top row are my newest ones. I believe these have been in my collection for not very long, and then these are the ones that have been in my collection. Obviously for next year, these are the ones going to take a little bit of priority. I do have those other ones that are deluxe size sample. If you guys watched my planning to pan for 2025, I have a little Ziploc bag with a ton of little ones. Those will be counted in the numbers, but I'm not going to show them here just because stuff that I'm currently panning, I don't show because you guys have seen, but they are included in the numbers. I hope that makes sense and that doesn't create much confusion. But these are the ones that I have. Obviously, most of them are full size. Starting with the oldest one, I have here from Touch in Sol, the No More Problem Primer. I bought this at Marshall's. I've used sample sizes of this before, like travel sizes, and I really love it. So I saw it at Marshall's once for $10 and I snatched it up. This one from It Cosmetics, the, what is this called? The Your Skin But Better Primer. I don't remember if I've used it before, so that's that. The Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. I think I've used deluxe size samples of this before. I used up another one either last year or earlier. No, it had to have been last year, but I don't think it was the same formula, like the same line, but I remember enjoying it. And then this one from Too Faced, the Primed and Peachy. This has been discontinued for a long time now, so I really need to get into using these. I love these, and I love them so much I didn't want to use them because I knew that this was discontinued, but I think it's time that I use them up. I have a full size and a little travel size one. Now for the newer ones, I have this one from Milk Makeup. This is the Hydro Grip Primer, just a regular one, and then this one is the illuminating one. And then I have a couple from, well, several from e.l.f. I have this one that's supposed to be the dupe for the Milk Makeup one. And then this Jelly Pop, it's a dewy primer. I believe it's a hydrating primer. Maybe I could be wrong. And then this little one, this is the Power Grip Primer, but this looks very liquidy. Like it's always been this liquidy, so I'm a little concerned for that one. This one, I don't know if this is a highlighter or a primer, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, but I have it under my, what do you call it? My priming. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of separation there. Supposed to be like a dupe for a Charlotte Tilbury one, I believe, but I don't know where it would fall under, but I'm just gonna put it here as a hydrating primer. And then this one is from Tula. This one was gifted to me. It came in some PR that they sent me a while back. I've used little deluxe size samples of them and I know that I love it. So glad to have this one on the full size. These are my current foundations. I'm not going to talk about like the total number because I haven't counted them. I'm just filming as I go. So there's no point in me trying to compare numbers because I don't know what my previous numbers look like. But anyway, they're all pretty much full size. I have these two tinted moisturizers from Laura Mercier that I bought at Marshall's. If you guys can see the stickers there, they were $15 each. And then another Too Faced Peach Perfect product. This is the foundation. Maybe next year I'll try to go through all my Peach Perfect stuff from Too Faced because I do have quite a bit. This one from Tarte, the Shape Tape Cloud. I believe this is a full coverage foundation. The Bye Bye Foundation from It Cosmetics. This Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation from Urban Decay. This Bobbi Brown foundation. I don't know if this is a full coverage or not. This was gifted to me. Then I have somehow I have two of the Minimalist Stick from Merit. I think maybe they both came in PR. One is in the color Ecru and the other, oh, they're both Ecru, perfect. So these do match me perfect. I had gotten one in PR a while back and the color didn't matched me. It was a tad bit too dark, but I think this is the next dark shade, and this is my perfect shade. So excited to use those. I have this one from Kat Von D. I had bought this at Marshall's a long time ago. As you guys can see, it's a very dark shade. But I do have this True Match foundation from L'Oreal, so I figured I could be matching it with this one. I have 3 of the hyaluronic tinted serums from L'Oreal, and this one is the one that I'm currently using, like the one that's open, and then the ones that say 2, they're the newest ones. I bought them together, so that's why they both say 2. The True Match foundation, I got this because I was working on, I don't remember which other foundation that I was working on. It was earlier this year, but I had to make it lighter. So I bought this one because, as you guys can see, the True Match line is my favorite drugstore foundation. And I figured I could always use a lighter foundation to lighten darker shades. And I think I would be using this one with this one because I feel like it'll be too dark for me to use on its own. I'll try it. I haven't swatched it on my skin or anything, but I'm glad to have this one to mix if I do need it. I have this one from Marc Jacobs. This is the Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. I have used one of these before, also got at Marshall's, but I have used it as a foundation, not as a concealer, so that's why it's in the foundation category. And then last but not least, this Sephora Reveal Soft Radiant Skin Tint. This was supposed to be like the Sephora dupe for, I think I want to say the Urban Decay foundation. It kind of has a similar look to this container. I can't remember what the line is called, but I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for that, so I'm excited to try it. I don't have any deluxe size or sample size foundations, but I'm happy with that. And I don't have any powder foundations, which I'm also very excited for that. So let's just move over to my powders. I know I said I was going to move on over to the powders, but I forgot about concealers. Concealers, I have 3 full size. I don't have any deluxe size samples except for the one I'm currently using. But this one is the oldest one that I have in my collection. This is from LA Girl, the Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. I love this stuff. This is in the color Creamy Beige. I've used one of these before and I enjoyed it. I loved it so much I repurchased it. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. Let me know in the comments if that's still available. From Lancome, I have the Teint Idol Ultra Wear Camouflage. This is another squeezy tube type concealer. This is what it looks like. I've never used this before, so I'm excited to try it. And then last but not least, well, we can just put that later. Last but not least, I have the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie Multi-Use Concealer. This has like a little pump and then it has the brush on top. I think the product comes up through the top here. So like you twist it and then it comes out through here. I like products like this that are kind of like 2-in-1. I know some people think this is not hygienic, but I don't mind it. I enjoy it, and I think this is a good match for me, so I'm excited to try it. So chose those 3 concealers, and I'm happy with that. Now for the face powders, I think this is the first year where my pressed powders actually are more than my loose powders. There was a time where all I had was loose powders. And I think it's weird. And keep in mind that I also have other face palettes that have pressed powders on them. So I don't know how I somehow transitioned into having more pressed than loose. But anyway, I have here another Peach Perfect from Too Faced. This is probably one of the powders that I'll be wanting to focus on for next year. Another backup of the translucent Too Faced Born This Way. You guys would have seen I just recently finished one in a project pan, so that's nice. Shape Tape, used another one of these little sample ones in the past. Loved it. I don't know if it's a thing anymore. I think it might have been discontinued. And then I have this Cover FX powder. This is currently open. I had been using it and somehow oh no, I haven't used it. It still has a little sticker. Oh, good. I don't know why it's not in a box. Maybe I meant to use it and then I never did. I don't know. So maybe I'll open this one first, and then if I finish it, I'll hop into this one. I like loose setting powders to set under my eye. It keeps my concealer from creasing. I have 2 from Urban Decay here, the All Nighter Mattifying Setting Powder. You guys know I was hoping this was going to be the same as the loose version. It is not. I did buy about 4 of these at a time because they were on super sale, and I figured if it was going to be the same as the loose one, it would be a good idea, but unfortunately it wasn't. So once I use these 2, I wouldn't be repurchasing. My favorite powder from Sephora, this is the Sephora Micro Smooth Multi something baked powder. I love this. This is in the color 25 beige. I've repurchased countless. I can't remember how many I've used, but for a while now, I saw these discontinued. So, or not discontinued, discounted. So I'm afraid that they'll get discontinued in the future. I hope not, because it's got great reviews. I think it's a very popular item from Sephora, so I hope that it's not. I did buy these two from Sephora. This is a setting mattifying powder. It's not baked like this other one, so we'll see. These were also on sale. I think they were only like $7, so that's why I bought two. We'll see how they work. Sorry, I have Ruthless right next to me. And then I have the L'Oreal True Match. You guys know True Match. I've said it before. It's my favorite line from the drugstore. Love this powder. Very comparable to this one from Sephora right here. I have this one from Kosas. This is the Cloud Set Baked Setting Powder. Never used it. This came in a kit with the concealer that I'm currently using. So we'll see how I feel about that one. This is a repurchase from Hourglass, the Ambient Lighting Powder in the color Diffuse Light. This is kind of like a finishing powder to dust all over my face once I'm done applying my makeup. This has been in my collection for a while, so maybe it's time that I get to use this one. This one is fairly new. I just purchased it this year. This is the Chanel Healthy Glow Sheer Powder in the color B12. Never used it, but for my birthday this year, I kind of wanted to splurge a little bit and spoil myself, so I got a bunch of Chanel makeup. And then last but not least, I have this little sample deluxe size of DM Beauty, the Nessa Myrix. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder for face and eyes. I don't know what that means. This is shrink wrapped, so I haven't even opened it. I'm gonna have to definitely look at YouTube videos to see how to use this, because powder balm, I don't know what that means. But that's all I have for now for my individual setting powders. And then last but not least, these are my setting powders. I only have 3 sample size ones, and I think this is, would you consider this a travel size? How much product is in here? I don't even know. 1.7 fluid ounce. I don't think this is the full size, but this is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. And then I have 2 little ones from Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I've used these before and I do like them. And then I have this little one from Benefit. This is the Professional Super Setter. I've never used this one before, so we'll see how that goes. But that is everything I have for my base products. Stay tuned for the next set or segment of this series, which will be my bronzer, blushes, and highlighters. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.